Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. So today I'm going to be talking about fragrances that are supposed to evoke the feeling of elegance. Very ladylike fragrances that just exude this beautiful femininity that I absolutely love. Now, when it comes to fragrances, you guys know that I have a bunch of different ones that I love. Sometimes I like something a little bit more smoky and woody, something more gourmand and edible, but this time we are just going to be talking about these beautiful feminine fragrances. Most of them tend to go towards the floral type of scent, but I do have a bunch right here beside me that I'm going to talk about. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you're new, please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I know so many of you are watching the content but not subscribing, so hit the subscribe button, help a girl out get 100K. Okay, that is my goal. It's been my goal. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and chat about these fragrances. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is MFK's Gentle Fluidity Gold. This is a beautiful scent that is just very feminine and sophisticated and elegant. Every single time I wear this, I feel absolutely amazing. I love the fact that this scent is very kind of like casual. Like you can wear it at any occasion, any time of the day, and it just vibes. It's absolutely stunning. Ooh, it's very fruity when you smell it. It kind of gives me like these berry vibes. It's sweet and again feminine, a little musky in the dry down, and it's just one of those gorgeous scents. I know all the time I talk about Baccarat Rouge, as so many others do, but if you want something a little bit more different than Baccarat Rouge but from the same house, because you might be a fan of Mr. Francis Kirk de Jean, I would definitely recommend Gentle Fluidity Gold. It is so beautiful, especially if you like a fruity tone in your fragrances. This is stunning. The next fragrance that I have over here is a floral, and it's absolutely divine. It is Lancome's Idol. This is the original Idol. I know there has been about 2 different flankers, or is it 3? I think 2 different flankers if I'm not mistaken, the Intense and then the Aura, but my favorite is still the original Idol because I just think it's the most elegant fresh floral fragrance ever. It smells so sophisticated. Oh, it's definitely like that fresh cut floral scent, but there's a little bit of spiciness in here. It's a little musky, also like a white musk type of fragrance. I think there is patchouli in here, and overall it's a beautiful bouquet of flowers, just freshly cut, wrapped up, and ready to be gifted to a special lady. This is a beautiful signature scent, and I don't find this overpowering or too loud, so it would make a really gorgeous signature scent whether you work in an office or not. It's just stunning. This is a scent that really lasts nicely on me, and it also leaves a gorgeous trail. Ultimately, this is going to give you a very elegant, ladylike scent, a little bit mature but not super vintage. Love the bottle also. It's beautiful. If you haven't tried it, definitely try it out and don't sleep on it. Next up, I have a fragrance that I recently just hauled on my channel, and that is Rouge Malakit from the Armani Prive line. It's actually absolutely stunning. Now, I will say it's not like the most extraordinary fragrance, and I think I found a dupe for this one that I might do another video for, but if you love to treat yourself with something a little bit more elevated, more upscale, especially with the packaging, if you're that type of person like me that packaging matters, this is a gorgeous fragrance. It's definitely tube rose based, so you have to like white floral fragrances, but it has this very yummy creamy tone with that ylang ylang in there, and it smells very elegant, very sophisticated, and very feminine. It's really beautiful. It is a little bit slightly mature. So pretty. It's one of those fragrances that's definitely going to uplift your mood. It's sweet. It almost has a little bit of this bubble gum quality to it, but in the most sophisticated way ever. It's gorgeous. I can definitely see a ton of people wearing this as a signature scent just because it's very pleasant and very crowd pleasing. It's something that just smells good. You put it on and you're just like, ooh, you're all put together. Stunning, stunning white floral fragrance with a lot of creaminess. It's like a fresh, modern tuberose fragrance. It doesn't smell old or super vintage. The only issue that I have with this one, it's not a super long lasting scent. So for me, it's more of those fragrances that I will wear going for a dinner, going to an event, something where I just need my fragrance to last about 4 hours and then I'm good to go. Then I will pull this one off. But if it's for an all day wear, you might not be impressed with the longevity. One of my all-time favorites. It's very sentimental and it's one that I will always have in my collection. This is Chloe Nomad from Chloe, and it's just chef's kiss. This scent is stunning. I feel like it's a little bit underrated. I don't hear a ton of people talking about it anymore. Maybe last year or even 2 years ago, I heard more people talk about it, but this is one that you need in your collection. And when you think of Chloe fragrances, at least for me, I'm thinking very fresh, floral kind of fragrance, a little bit citrusy. This is like taking it on another level. They really stepped out of the box and gave us a little more oomph to the fragrances, and I just fell in love. This is definitely love at first sniff, and I would highly recommend you guys blind buying this one because it's just so pretty, unique, and very elegant and classy. Has a little bit of this lavish tone to it. I'm gonna spray it up in the air. Oh, wow, gorgeous. The moss in here, like there's a note of moss, really takes this fragrance to another level. It adds some character and some depth to this scent and makes it so much more special than just having a floral fragrance. This is really long lasting on me. It projects nicely. It leaves a beautiful trail. All in all, if you want a more unique floral fragrance, I would highly recommend Chloe Nomad. It is stunning. It's like if you had your flowers in a garden, they're still growing and there's a little bit of like wet grass around. That's the kind of vibe that I get with this one, but it just makes me feel so sophisticated. Like if I'm going to a meeting and I wear this, I feel like a boss. It is so elegant. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like a lot of floral fragrances but still want something quite sophisticated and very like easy to wear, I would definitely recommend Scentile Blush from Tom Ford. This is a stunning, elegant fragrance that just vibes. It is just very well blended and beautiful. It's a creamy sandalwood fragrance. It just smells like elegance, like effortless beauty. There's not a lot of complexity to the scent, but something about it will just make you feel ultra special. It is a unisex fragrance, so it doesn't really pull feminine or masculine, but when I wear it, I feel like an elegant lady. It is just so beautiful. The beauty about this one is that you don't have to be super dressed up to wear it. It is a fragrance that you can dress very casual, or you can glam up and it still vibes with you. It is so pretty. Every time I smell this one, I get like almost like this tropical type of vibe, but with a woody, musky dry down. It's quite unique in my collection, even though it is not super complex. It definitely stands out and it's just a beauty of a fragrance. This is closer to your skin, so it's not going to be super loud projecting. So for those of you who are looking for a signature scent and you work in an office or a setting where you need something that's going to be a little bit more mild, this is amazing for that option. So the next one that I have is from Fragrance Du Bois, and this is a scent that I have fallen in love with. Every time I smell this, I just have the biggest smile on my face. It is so beautiful. This is Oud Orange Intense. I mean, I love this one and I love the other one called Oud Intense, I believe. They're both absolutely beautiful, but I would recommend this one. Oh, it's so creamy and luscious. It's a fragrance that is so addictive. I mean, wow. If you love that kind of tropical vibe to your fragrances, I would highly recommend you guys checking it out. Fragrance Du Bois does stunning perfumery, like very sophisticated, very high class. From the bottle to the juice, you're not going to be disappointed. Oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. It is so stunning. There's something about it that is intense, yet it's very gentle at the same time. It's such a gorgeous, elegant scent that just smells super sophisticated. To me, I would categorize this as quite feminine when I smell it. Oh, it's so special. It definitely stands out in my collection. It's a very, very unique, to me it's potent, so you have to enjoy somewhat of a stronger scent that's definitely going to project, it's going to leave a trail, and it's going to linger. It's going to do all of the above, okay? This is not a soft little floral scent. This is a little bit more intense, and I just love it. So if you're looking for something that you can wear day and night that's a little bit more intense and really is going to leave an impact, this is stuff. So the next one is for those special date nights, and that is from Jo Malone. This is Velvet Rose and Oud. It's a scent that I wear a lot for date night just because I find this quite sophisticated yet sexy and sensual. It's a beautiful take on the Rose and Oud combo. It's a little bit more of a drier Rose and Oud combo in my opinion, but there's something in here that gives me very, very much lavish vibes. It smells quite expensive, and the oud in here is not too animalic, so it won't put you off because I can't do heavy ouds for the most part. And for me, the rose is a warm, spicy, drier rose, but there's something in here that's quite jammy and very addictive. There's a hint of sweetness, but like this silky smooth sweetness in this fragrance. I mean, sophistication in a bottle right here. So the next fragrance that I have is from Penhaligon, and that is Impressa. This is a beautiful, highly underrated fragrance. Like, I don't even think I've heard a single person talk about this scent. I just happened to be at Saks Fifth Avenue smelling a couple of the Penhaligon fragrances because they have the entire collection. If you live in Toronto, they have it downtown, and I fell in love with this scent. I think it's just so elegant, feminine, soft, approachable, gentle, beautiful. It's actually a scent that makes me feel absolutely special and girly. It's so beautiful. Again, very underrated. This is like a mix between fruity floral in my opinion. It just smells good on the skin. It's not offensive, it's not heavy. That opening is very citrus, it's bright, it actually puts a smile on my face. It has almost like a lemony type of opening, and normally I don't go for a ton of citrus fragrance, but the opening is really beautiful. It sort of reminds me of Aventus for Her, but less musky. This is a little bit more feminine than Creed Aventus for Her. The dry down is sort of creamy, but there's still a kick of spice in there. It's warm in the dry down. In the opening, I find it a little bit more cold. In the dry down, it's warmer. And it just smells like if you had a crisp white cashmere sweater on, that's what it smells like. Can you picture that in your head? This is what this fragrance smells like. It is so pretty and gentle and light and just absolutely beautiful. If you don't like heavy fragrances, obnoxious fragrances, complex fragrances, I would recommend checking this one out. It is so stunning. Next up, I have one from KALE, and that is Deja Vu White Flower. This fragrance is gorgeous, so gorgeous. It is definitely heavy on the white floral tone, so think of your jasmines. Maybe there's orange blossom in here, and I don't even remember all the notes, but to me, this is the epitome of sophistication in a bottle. It smells so elegant and lavish and very feminine, but like a very classy feminine. Like when I smell this one, I want to put heels on. I want to hear that click, click, clack from the heels when I wear this fragrance. It's so just elegant, smooth elegance in a bottle. You're not trying too hard. This is just your personality. That's the way I perceive this fragrance. It is so stunning, and It's quite long lasting, very potent. It's really an intoxicating scent, to be really honest with you guys, and it just smells so lavish. Like, I wish more people spoke about this fragrance in particular. The atomizer is just stunning. Like, everything about the KALE fragrances, the quality is definitely there. From like the packaging, I love the atomizer. Oh God, this is good. It's so rich and lavish, super sophisticated. This would make a stunning signature scent because it's not heavy, yet it's intoxicating at the same time, and definitely leaves a trail. This clings onto my skin and my clothes like crazy. I don't need to top it up throughout the day. It really does last long on me, and it always leaves an impact. It's so stunning. This to me is not a casual scent. I like to wear it when I'm a little bit more dressed up, for sure. That's why I don't have a big dent on it. You know, your girl's been stuck at home for a really long time, but it's still a stunning fragrance. Next up, I have one from Juliet Has a Gun, and this is not a perfume, super dose. This is another very underrated fragrance. I think this is one of the most sophisticated, unique, one-of-a-kind kind of scents that you can find at Sephora. It doesn't smell like anything else. It's actually pretty hard to pinpoint the notes in this fragrance. To me, more that you're gonna get is the musky tone in this scent. If you don't want to smell like a floral bouquet, you don't want to smell like wood, you don't want to smell sweet, you just want to smell good, this is it right here. It's very sophisticated, very elegant, but at the same time, very lavish. This smells unique to me. Oh, there's this very sharp, spicy tone in here, kind of similar to KALE's Deja Vu White Flower. There's something in there that's very intoxicating. This is a strong scent for me, really strong scent. And again, it doesn't really smell like your traditional perfume. There's something about it that's very unique, and it just smells expensive. This smells expensive and very sophisticated. It's highly underrated. I would consider this a unisex fragrance just because it's so neutral, but wow. Get yourself a sample, especially if you like a very luxe kind of fragrance that doesn't have a ton of different notes and complexity to it. Try this one out. It also makes great for layering with another fragrance. So the next fragrance that I have is from LEILABU, and this is Rose 31. This is actually my second full-size bottle from LEILABU. I used to have Scentile 33, and that just did not work out for my skin. It really just didn't smell great, so I gave that one away, and I sampled this and I really loved it. So I ended up getting this for Christmas from my husband, and it is beautiful. I absolutely love the bottle. I love the fact that my name's on it, and it's definitely very sentimental. You guys can see that I have a big dent. I got this for Christmas. Look at the dent on this one. I've been wearing it around the house. I've been wearing it when I leave the house, and it's become a really special scent. Rose 31 is this oud and rose kind of combo fragrance. It's very refined, it's elegant, it's sophisticated, it's very lavish. It does have a little bit of this animalic vibe in the dry down, but it's not super intense. It's also quite musky, and the floral tones in here, like the rose in here, smells to me like a fresh kind of rose. It is very beautiful. If you love rose fragrances, this is definitely one that I would recommend you checking out. It's pricey, but I love it, and it lasts really well on my skin and on my clothing. It smells really kind of like fresh, clean skin right out of the shower, but with a little bit more. There's like a musky, slightly woody tone in the dry down, and that rose note is gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. It's definitely a spicy, woody kind of fragrance, and so if you want something a little bit more unique to your floral tones, this is a gorgeous one. It would also make for a beautiful signature scent just because it's just kind of unique unique when it comes to Rose fragrances. But of course, get yourself a sample. If you're here in Toronto, they do have the entire LEILABU collection at Saks Fifth Avenue downtown, so you can sample this before picking it up. And I love the way that they customize the labels for you. So the very last fragrance that I'm going to talk about is from Inisu, and this is Rehab. This is a fragrance that I've actually had for quite some time, and I haven't really talked about it on my channel that much. It is beautiful. I mean, wow, this is such a unique scent in my collection. I absolutely don't even remember the notes that are in here, but something about this just evokes this sophisticated quality in me. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. To me, it's definitely more of an all year round kind of fragrance. I could wear it in the summer, I could wear it in the winter, and it still vibes. Oh, wow, 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 wow. She's sophisticated, elegant, yet sexy all at the same time. This is a woman in a bottle. She's very, very confident. That's why she's not wearing the typical floral fragrance. There's something about it that's just a little bit more elevated. In the dry down, it's a lot more creamy also. Oh, this is so stunning. It's such a stunning, unique fragrance that you definitely need to get your nose on. For the most part, all of the Rehab fragrances, not Rehab, Inisu fragrances that I have tried have really impressed me and blown me away. The way that they mix all of these notes together makes for just a beautiful, sophisticated, classy, sexy scent. And they really each stand out from each other and come beautifully together. This is another masterpiece in my collection. I haven't worn her too much. I definitely want to have the opportunity to get really dressed up and wear this out and about. But the times that I've worn it in the house have been amazing. This is very long lasting, highly concentrated, and just smells beautiful. It's not super loud in terms of the projection for me. I find this sits really nicely on the skin, but it is going to last a long period of time. It's just not going to project super far. But all in all, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. So guys, that is it for my selection of fragrances. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys. I had a couple more behind me, but I'm going to stop here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you saw something new and cool today. Definitely leave your comments down below. If you see anything that you want to see a dedicated video on, leave a comment down below. I'd love to do that, and I will see you all on the next video. Ciao!